Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, or your regional equivalent, and welcome to Forever Cold Stars with Deep A102, an infiltration team of the Rebel Battalion deep in Last Stand Navy lines, attempting to locate one of the Last Stand's secondary command stations, secondary command centers, which is coordinating the Navy's attack upon Rebel space. Now, last we left off, the team escaped.
Was a long while ago.
Was about a month ago, and massive tragedy, but nonetheless, the team bumped into an unreasonable opposition. They managed to bump into some Starglow, and locate a Starglow systophysical rift in LSN space at 6212. They located the Starglow. They dropped off that Starglow commander that they'd picked up, or that Starglow command unit with his two little guys. And then they got attacked by the Starglow, who wished to preserve them for eternity. Some great quotes from that day. Then the team rapidly got their butt out of there as a large mech was storming towards them. Did Super Busy grab a gun? Who grabbed the gun? It was Super Busy. Super Busy grabbed one of the Starglow Hulk's big Aliolon cannons and slid it through the door.
And I would just like to say a large, very recognizable mech.
A large, very recognizable mech came running towards them, and as they left with the ship,
at least the two of us.
At least the two of them. Came running towards them, and as they left with their ship, it bashed through the door and got thrown out into space. So we don't know where it is now, but it got thrown out into the null void space. It wasn't lost in normal space; it was lost in the null void, which has some special rules. Anyway, so as we left off, the guys
just open a random portal somewhere and it's gonna pop out. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I love it.
Lund attack.
Oh, you be quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, London Tech. Yeah. So, the guys ran off as they were getting in trouble. They sent off a request to the Starglow lady, who I don't know. Have you gotten her name yet? Maria. You got her name was Maria.
Did we?
I think no, maybe not. I think her Vade
I don't think we did.
Listen.
Well, we do now.
You do now.
We do now. True.
You do now.
True.
I'm getting tired of calling her Starglow lady, so we're just gonna call her Maria.
This is fair.
Somehow. So you guys sent off a communication to Maria, and she then told the LSN, and they believed her for some reason, and they went off, and this Alpha class ship, along with a big fleet of LSN vessels, arrived in at 6212. And just as the guys VGP'd out of that damn system,
just as we failed, just as we went, oh no, we don't want to be here.
And then Maria sent you guys a picture of the LSN fleet going through the massive rift, and you guys are like, okay, good. And from your limited information, I can't remember how, but you figured out that
we literally asked her. Okay, so
oh right, sorry.
You said it was an alpha. We know there's an alpha class there. What's it named?
So you got the name of the Alpha class, and you knew that was the Alpha class that had investigated A95's deep bunker. Remember when you
that was
picked up
covering the bunker.
Yeah, when you picked up the Starglow, and they sent out the big the big ping from your ship, and it alerted the LSN who arrived, and then anyway. So that ship is over there. Jonas, the squad leader, has made the determination that you guys want to go back and see if you can salvage anything that hopefully the LSN haven't done whatever with. Does anyone else have anything else they want to say? Well, you guys were like VGPing through space. Anything?
Are we going back there first, or are we going to the market first?
Back there first, because we don't know how long the LSN are going to be dealing with the Starglow. So this is more time limited.
Yeah. Okay, happy?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah, so you guys VMP off, or VGP off from at 6212. You spend a couple of days just waiting for your ship to get there. In the meantime, Super Busy's off cranking on his projects. Alex has finally finished with his mech marine. He's been taking the thing apart and putting it back together and learning all its intricacies. So now Alex is like a blooming expert on the makeup and internal and structure and mechanical details of pretty much most mech marines, of standard mech marines. So he gets like some bonuses against them. He knows how to take them apart, put them back together. He could probably build one in his sleep. As well, Jonas was training with Abstruse, and they were like doing jogs around the ship and upping their dexterity and things. Oddie was working on AIV. He fixed up some of the little weird nuances of her code. And Growler, in the meantime, just sipped his coffee and took a break after doing one of the most ridiculous maneuvers he's ever had to do, diving in.
Beautiful maneuvers.
Diving into the eye of a planetary storm, which ended up being a bloody Starglow rift. So he's now recovered from that. Oh gosh.
I mean, a little bit of coffee is really good for recovery. Yeah, who would have thought, right?
Who would have thought? Oh. Also, you've run out of pseudo-stimulants. There's none more in the ship. They're all gone. Super Busy has used all of them.
Super Busy has used all of them and is sad because they are all out.
They're all gone.
No, I think I still have them. I took the last ones from the ship.
Yes.
So
I still have 3 on me.
Okay, alright, good. So
you're not having
they were
them.
listed in the shopping list. On the list. So.
Yeah, they're all on the shopping list. So yeah, guys. Sorry, Super Busy.
Either that or the pseudo-stimulant fabrication stuff.
Yes, well, we don't know about that just yet. Remember, you saw into the future, but you that was a couple of weeks ago. Okay, so you guys arrive within the system. And now you're in at 4220, the location of A95's deep bunker. And you're sat, and the system is completely empty, aside from why do I even bother to say completely empty? There's 1 or 2 little LSN ships kind of just meandering about. But, you're a Kind class ship with a VGP drive. You're pretty much silent. You drop all your heat and sensor readings, and you head in towards the planet. And
where the bunker is. Let's get there.
Absolutely. You go in low. You know exactly where it is. You go right to the spot. So, Jonas, as you're approaching the bunker, is there anything you want to do as you're approaching the bunker location? Or as you're even approaching the planet? Up to you. Or up to all of you, really.
Just basically make sure we keep an eye out, because they may well have stationed troops there if they found it, which they most likely did, considering that's the origin of the transmission.
What's the origin of the transmission? Our ship?
Yes, but our ship was stationed basically right there. So
prepare the Uber cabin.
Near, but not next to it.
No, you were docked on it. Growler had.
I thought we drove to it. I thought we drove to the outside of the bunker.
No,
we didn't.
You actually got flown there.
Ship dropped us.
Sure, that's what happened.
Yeah. No, I remember this because I offered that you guys could get into your car and drive up there, but you didn't. You just came down and jumped out.
Fair enough.
Yeah. The little back port came down. You guys walked out and just kind of got out onto the big landing port, and then just walked out. Quiet.
Prepare your Uber carbon armor.
Yeah, I mean you can prepare anything you want. You can prepare your weapons and armor if you'd like. This is LSN, so you assume there's going to be Galzone in the mix, so energy armor. But other than that, I wouldn't say a darn thing, because that's up to you guys to think about. Okay. Tell me when you're ready, guys. So you guys come in, the ship comes in low, and you see the mountain where the little port where it is. And it's still there, quiet. You gently approach. Growler is watching all of the systems. Super Busy is there as well, and Oddie, and everyone's just eyeing all the scanners and all the different optics. You're just watching very carefully, but there's just undisturbed snow. It's just cold and desolate. It doesn't look as desolate as the last time you heard. Some of the clouds have moved off, and there's like a nice little sort of atmospheric shimmering, as there's probably some wayward elements in the atmosphere. And you guys come into the platform, and you hover quite far off, and you have a look. Completely clear. It looks to be relatively empty. Doesn't look like there's anyone there. So,
Right.
yeah. Like
I'm assuming we're not getting anything on scanners either.
getting nothing on scanners. Clear. Well, there's a bit of like static interference, but that's just from the weather and other stuff like that.
So it's reasonably safe to assume that there's no one here. At
Correct.
least on the outside.
At least no one outside.
You
Possibility
can
of
assume
them being inside, decent.
Okay. So do you want to take your ship?
Yeah.
So do you want to take your ship down at the location, or would you prefer to dock down and take your car?
Hmm.
My recommendation is probably best to take the car to be pretty much scouting up there, because when we
I
came here
know.
originally, we was assuming friendlies.
I know.
We're coming here now, we know hostiles were around.
Yeah, I know. But if we want to just hit it fast, scavenge important bits and bail, we want to get the ship in close.
Well, yeah, but also we're still going to have the pilot with the ship.
True. Yeah, fair.
Car. Okay. All right. Let me set that up quickly. Give me a moment.
And like I say, if there's power in the base, we know they've been inside because I turned on the power off, remember?
Oh yeah, Oddie turned off the power. That's a good reminder, Oddie. Oddie did turn off the power. Okay.
Well,
Who's?
you're going ahead, so you can let us know if they've turned it back on.
So I need abstruse and super Alexis Bertrium. Okay, all right, there you go. And we'll do this. And that. Okay, all right, that's ready. Okay, there, I think that should be fine. There you go. All right, gents, you're in the bottom right-hand corner. Oh, okay, hold on. Alex and Jonas's health thingies aren't showing. That doesn't really matter all too much. You can set yourselves up around your car and your preference of your setup. I'll be quiet. Okay. I'm gonna be quiet from now on. You guys go ahead. Take lead.
Free movement or...
You have free movement.
Presumably.
Yeah.
So, Kelsey, go ahead. I know what you're gonna do, so.
The turret is gone.
Is this true?
Oddie runs up gently through the snow like an elf, just over the snow, making almost no sounds. He just gently runs through it, looking left and right, slow, weapon up, looking around. The rest of you follow up. There's telltale marks of some heavy LSN ship landing pads on the snow. You see a lot of scrape marks. The turret is obviously gone. It looks like the base has been very cleanly disassembled. Has been detached and taken away. Well, you assume it's been taken away. That's the only reasonable assumption to make.
So now be the easiest thing for them to pick up at the moment on a quick rush. Yeah, that's definitely gone.
Well, let's hope they haven't taken any of the more important things in there.
Perhaps, do you want me to roll perception? Was there any signs of anything like being dragged out of the sphere to any kind of track marks or anything?
Yes, please give me a roll. Feel free.
The barrels are gone.
Yeah, the barrels are gone. You're right. Wow, I'm surprised you remember that.
Is it intelligent or
Wisdom, right?
Perception is wisdom.
Yeah, it's wisdom.
I've already rolled.
That's fine, Abstruse, you too. But I'm
I'm
waiting for
doing it.
Oddie too. Oh my word, Oddie! Abstruse gets down on one knee and is like looking at the dirt, and he sees the fine grains of what would have been tracked droids, which would have been moving in and out. Some heavy weightlifter units. Oddie kneels down and he kind of sees some boot prints, but he can't really make out much else. He looks at the little lines that Abstruse determines to be tank tread kind of things, tank tracks. They were going in and out of the facility. But Oddie just thinks it's probably some like rock strata from when they were mining. Doesn't think all too much of it. Some like deformation.
Look you, I'm out.
But it does look like they've been moving heavy stuff, at least on heavy droids. of some description. Well, heavy vehicles. Okay. Ready to go in?
I'm gone. I'm already in.
Oddie runs off down down the long mine shaft. You remember how far it is, so you all head off.
I have a bundle of wires from the turret.
Sadly, the turret is pretty much just a husk of steel. There's nothing much left of it. Looks like it was pretty meticulously scavenged by LSN or somebody.
Well, even steel is useful.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, so
I'm just going to bear in mind that I'm actually ahead of everyone else, so if there's any trouble, I would actually be a bit further up or would be aware of it first thing.
yeah. So Oddie, okay. So Oddie goes running up
As they jog up, I'm literally sprinting. That's possible.
Yeah, it's fine. Oddie is sprinting. Give me like a nice little stealth roll, Oddie. We'll see how quiet you are.
No, I'm getting used to this, but what stealth is dex, isn't it?
It's dex, yes. Stealth is dexterity. You can set it up to not ask and to instead just default to one of them, by the way. Okay. Stealth plus dex. Nice. Yeah, it's fine. Oddie sprints down the corridor with just the faintest as he hits the dirt, and just gracefully soars through the damn corridor. Everyone else is like 20 meters behind or just jogging. Oddie's like, oh, and but quietly. So Oddie's sprinting up in quiet, and he's watching very carefully. He's listening, and of course your helmets are on highlight mode, so it's not as dark in here anymore. So and as Oddie reaches the area where the entrance was, he slows down and he gently puts himself against the wall and he watches quietly. Oddie, you don't see a single person. It's all clear.
What about power? Remember, I said turn the power off if there's any sign of power.
There is no sign of power.
So we can safely assume that if they did leave, they took all those stuff and took all the requirements for power.
Okay, here we go. Oddie, there's the big door in front of you, and it is open. There you go, guys. Free to set up.
I can see all of the rock.
Yes, no, that's on purpose. That's your memory of this place vaguely.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can also see.
It also shows you other stuff, but just pretend like you can't see it. Just Okay, the control is on purpose and the other thing is on purpose. That's because I just wanted to. Those are the things you remember seeing that were important. Let me put it that way.
Enough.
No. I thought it would be cool. So, oh well.
It is.
Nice. In fact, here, let's highlight the little console as well. Why not? Yes. Okay. Super Busy is highlighting that object with extreme prejudice. Alright, so you guys walk...
So much for scouting.
Yeah, like how to go ahead, people.
Correct?
Sorry, what?
Excluding Adi, I'm fronting, correct?
Yeah, you're the tank. The tank guy. Sorry, let me shut up. Let me just stop talking. I'm not a player, I'm a GM.
This is true.
I keep taking your fun away from you. Go for it.
Yep. We hold here.
Do kind of indicate for you to check the rooms behind me.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and check the rest. But we hold mostly around here.
They took the old style fusion, the old style power generator.
Alex, hold back here. Please, thank you. Empty the boxes as well. Abstruse, hold back here, please.
Oddie, give me a perception check. Just as you enter that hallway, Oddie, give me a perception check. Pull back a little bit. Perfect. Oddie, as you're going, you stop dead in your tracks. You look down at the metal plate and you see the telltale mark of someone putting down a mine. You gently go down onto your haunches and you look. Yeah, there's a tiny little bit of space between this plate and the other plates around it, slightly elevated. So let me move you back to where that...
spray paint.
Sorry?
Don't forget this. I so wish I had spray paint.
Yeah, I know.
Put a little...
Smoke wouldn't be effective in this case, but yeah.
Well, Oddie, you have some sort of little red pen thing, I don't know, and you like make a little mark on the tile. Not on the tile.
Yes,
you don't want to trigger it, but you make the mark behind the tile.
Put a mark in front of it.
Yeah,
in front where I'm standing, basically.
Yeah, basically. Okay.
And then draw a box around it if I can go round it.
Yeah. So let me get out my little. Well, let me get my tool, and we'll draw it. There we go. So you draw a nice little box around that.
And then obviously radio, don't step on in the red box.
Don't step on the red box.
Or you can just throw something at it and activate it, and then that would reveal our stuff.
It might cause a chaos. I'm gonna shut up. I'm sorry.
Also, explosives inside enclosed areas are hilariously lethal to everything. So no, we're not blowing it up.
Just a random suggestion that was bad.
Yes.
Am I allowed to take a look at it? As in,
I thought
tiles around it, not itself, and see if I can get under it.
Are you asking me, so busy?
Well, it's aimed at Jonas whether I'm allowed to, but
Okay.
then I'll go to you.
No, I'm just making sure. Just making sure.
Once we leave.
I do inform that they can
As
push
we're
up
leaving,
a bit. I do think they can push up a little bit, so I'm not literally going to get flanked by something because I can't see everywhere.
Okay, Oddie, as you're approaching, now that you are calibrated to see these damn things, you notice more as you go forward. So just move one block to the left while I paint this here. You just notice the damn things as you're slowly approaching. So Oddie already knows what he's looking for. The rest of you don't necessarily. I will give you that warning.
Yeah, so let Oddie scout places.
Yeah. If my mouse would work.
And also roll perception?
Yeah, you can also roll perception.
Please not try to study it well, especially that one. That's literally in the main entrance. It's the only way out.
Yeah.
All I was going to do is just look at it so I know what I'm looking for. I wasn't going to touch it or anything.
Yeah. So busy. You go down, you see the red markings, and you notice that the plate is like slightly, like I'd say almost half a centimeter. It is raised up above the rest, and you can see that it's a little bit off kilter. It's not perfectly put in. And that's the sign of there being basically a flat mine charge underneath it, or something like that, or pressure plate or something.
Am I not the one who wrote the perception?
Oh, well, you did the same thing, Abstruse. I mean, you see it and you make note of it, but you don't make any note of anything else in that. So, hold on, Oddie. Oddie, you enter a large room. So, okay, as you guys are walking in, you notice the skid marks on all the floors, and you notice that the power is completely off. You're relying entirely on your helmet's night vision optics.
Good job I have glow in the dark red mark pen.
Yeah, sure, why not? Just I actually hadn't thought about that. Yeah. Okay, well, anyway, so very dark, and you make very careful movements. Oddie, please don't run around too haphazardly.
I'm not running around. I'm just casually walking.
Okay, fine. So you are taking it carefully and watching for mines. And as Oddie goes, he spots the odd mine on the odd floor plating, and it's looking a bit like a hazard zone. Oddie, I won't lie.
May I search for mine?
Do not enter the main room. That's all I'm saying. Do not enter the main room yet.
Let's let Oddie do all the scouting. It is his job.
Okay, Oddie.
I've also the same perception roll, but okay.
It's the Oddie's job.
Why risk two people when you can risk one?
Yeah.
So Oddie, you enter this room and there's a very evident skid mark, and there's a big plate where something had sat. You remember vaguely from the last time you looked in here when you guys were, about to leave, and you took a quick squiz around the place, that this was probably one of the neuranic coolant docking zones for their Q reactor. The reactor is stripped bare. It's just a metal shell of its former self. There's still wires lying around the place. Why the Navy left them, you don't really know. But there's the console.
Well, we kind of disturbed them, didn't we?
Well, yeah, fair enough. I'm going to stop talking.
You've said that a lot.
I know. I'm just really. Listen. I enjoy this far too much. That's the problem. That's the problem.
You've got to have a good story.
This is true.
On he goes. He keeps meeting minds. Oddie, at this point, you make the assumption that setting off any one of the mines could cause a chain reaction based on just how close they are to each other.
Yeah, I can imagine this being designed purposely for this. I can imagine that the first one don't actually detonate, but sets a timer for all the others as well. The first one's more of a pressure plate, given that they want you inside the base.
It's entirely plausible.
Okay. You look up into this room. It's hold on. Let me just and you look down into the room where you were in, and Oddie, it looks like it's been stripped bare.
Torn apart.
It's been utterly just ripped bare. Except for some of the consoles on the wall. Some of them, but I mean, most of the consoles are just normal, average consoles. They're not anything specific. It's a clean room except for one crate. All the way at the edge.
Careful, but check it.
You don't notice any mines immediately in front of you, Oddie. You carefully make your way across the room, Oddie, and it's completely fine. Oddie, before you open the box, give me one last perception check.
Yeah, check.
Who said actually opening the box yet? Just walked up to the box.
Okay, that's fine. It's fine.
I then mark the box as not checked.
Okay, all right. You mark it as not checked. Okay. All right. Abstruse, you did a decent perception roll. You notice. Let me put it here. You notice a nice little mine, or well, I say mine, a raised plate in front of you. Okay, Oddie.
I leave the room, but I did not actually tell them about the box. I just left the room. I marked it unchecked and just left the room. They don't know anything about the box.
Okay. They don't know anything about that. Why is the skid mark over super busy? Hold on. Hold on. To back.
I assume it's not on the map there.
Yeah, it wasn't correctly done. There you go. Ignore that red dot. Alright, gents.
Yeah, the one as well.
Stripped bare, Oddie. There's a lot of skid mark. Oh, another one as well. Okay, to back. Don't know why these things aren't correct. That's fine. Okay. Oh, that one's right. No, it wasn't. Okay. You enter what was or looked to be the RB command room, or their little command center. These are big, just not a crater, but it is a crater. It's a severe indentation into the steel. And basically, you remember there being the data banks that they had. You remember the data banks, what looked to be computers and data banks lined up there, and how they looked like they had been blown up from the inside out. Probably, much like A71 did, you assume that A95 had the same sort of self-destroying rig locked up to their data.
Yeah.
There is a console.
Do I notice any mines once like this door?
You don't notice any mines. It seems clear in this room.
Okay, I have a port, and then I'm going back to my box.
Okay, back to my box.
And I'm not doing a perception check, but I'm going to be very careful to actually stand there for a bit and study it and everything. But I'll do a perception check once everyone else says what they want to do.
Okay.
So I've kind of helped everything out at the moment.
Yeah, I'm basically gonna tell people, okay, free will except don't touch the mines.
Okay. Super busy.
I'd recommend checking everything. If you don't touch something, make sure you have good look before you do touch.
Super busy. You go up to this large piece of machinery, and you look it over, and you read on the side. It says, Malvatech. What is the year? Malvatech 3489 decompounder express in like italics. It says like. You go, You recognize this as a pretty standard low-grade material decompounder that can take things like steel plates and things and make them fabrication ready for fabricators to use very easily. And you very much salivate at that fact.
Thing is,
How are we supposed to move it past the mines?
We're gonna have to get rid of the mines.
Yeah, we're gonna have to defuse the mines.
It can't touch the ground.
I'm sorry, that made me laugh.
Like a levitation bed.
No, we just get the strongest people to hold it on each side, and you just got to guide them, make sure no one steps on the precipice, but you can't touch the ground.
Or we can get the mines used.
Well, yeah, but that's not as fun.
One less fun. I want efficiency.
Oh, I love it, Oddy. I love it. Okay.
Literally mine a hole through the wall and toss it through there.
That would take far too long.
You don't have equipment to mine holes, unfortunately.
So yeah.
Well, I do have my welder.
You can't weld through stone, Alex.
Yeah.
It's not quite canon, that one.
Alex, I love the enthusiasm, but that's not going to work. I'm sorry.
Disassemble it and slowly toss it through.
You could disassemble it, in theory. Perception 5. Oddy, you're looking this box over, but you don't see anything obvious.
I'm being quite hesitant. I'll do another check in a bit.
Okay.
Given that there's what looks like traps, I'm not going to just open something, am I?
I think the comment I would make is if I'm going to defuse these mines, I want no one else in this building, because if they go off, it's better to only have me die than everyone else.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might actually drop a hint to the commander that there's a box in now.
Okay.
Tell him to tell no one, though.
Fortunately, we must only defuse 2 mines, correct? To return the disassembler.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Right,
the decompiler, but yeah, sorry, let me stop talking. Go on. Okay, what do you want to do, guys?
I've made my statement. I am not touching these things
Oh, yeah.
until everyone else.
Until everyone else is out.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. Everybody else pull out. Super busy. If possible, start with this one. Would be the least chance of you dying. It pops, you know?
Oh yeah, no. If the front one goes off, especially if it's on a timer, I might have a little bit of chance to get out.
Yeah, exactly.
One last try.
Oddy. Oh, Oddy. So, Oddy, you're checking the whole thing very carefully. I technically shouldn't let you do this, Oddy, but I'm going to let you have it. It's fine. So, Oddy, you...
As long as if it's something good in there, I can understand you saying no, but if there's nothing that great, I can appreciate just letting you doing it.
I'm basically taking it as him going, I'm going to triple check this.
Yeah, I get you.
Sure.
I'm
I have
happy.
to say, I was being hesitant. There's traps in the base. I'm not like he's going to open something after one check.
Listen, I'm happy with it. I'm actually quite happy with it. It's fine. Just be humorable. So, Oddy, you get down on all fours and you get down and you look. So you've looked all around the box. You've looked around the box. You get down on all fours, you look underneath the box, and it looks clear. But you see, from one corner of it, you see a little wire going down and into a little hole in the metal plate it's resting on.
Joy.
Well, I don't know about it, so I can't defuse it.
Oddie, you also, seeing that little line, you make a double check around the room and you see a little line coming out of one of the side panels. So out of the side, so the walls are they're steel, but some of them are a bit paneled. One of the wall panels, you see it's a little bit ajar, and there's a little electrical wire going up to the roof, and you look above you, and on the roof, in the darkness, there are 1 or 2 explosive charges just kind of set in the roof above you. And you take a little bit of a breath, and you go, you see them. They're like fist-sized explosive charges just stuck to the roof with the little electrical wire going between them and the wall.
Interesting. This crate's probably a decoy. Goodbye. And start whistling.
As you walk out, you notice a few other mines, but they're not really important anymore, so I won't mark them.
Good luck.
As Oddie comes out, he gives it super busy a smack. So, defusing mines is a combination of security and a little bit of tech. But who has the most security? So security is the ability to disarm security systems, and that would include mines in this instance. So
Oddie?
I have a 2.
Okay, Oddie has a 2.
1, so...
Yeah. But
Do you need my help?
But Super Busy has higher tech. He does have higher tech, so that
And
does.
if memory serves, it is also based off your int, so depending on who has the higher there, it might end up being equal.
Okay.
I think the point to make would be, I'm assuming we have, I have a way of beaming what I'm seeing through to Oddie through
Yeah.
our suit.
Yeah, you've got
So
little.
I can just do that, and Oddie can tell me what to do from where he is.
Sure.
In terms of int, I'm on 16. I don't know how that compares.
Oddie, what do you want?
14 intelligence, so it's a +1 modifier.
Yeah, and
It's a +1 either way.
yeah, it's a +1 either way. So Super Busy would be the better choice. Since he has
Instead, I
tech.
can give him a bit of assistance.
Exactly. Since he has tech and security, but Oddie would be the better choice in a sense because he also has higher security, but that's up to you guys to make the decision. Because you have to make a roll of both, security and tech.
How about you assist with the security?
He can help me with the security.
Yeah.
That's
Basically,
I show him what I'm seeing. He helps me with that.
absolutely. So go ahead.
Yeah, I choose. Can you do us a favour and drag this door closed?
No matter which one of us does this, will it not be a good idea to borrow at least 1 riot shield to them?
If
to give him-
if the explosion goes off, I'm dead regardless.
Well, no, a riot shield could protect you. I mean, the explosion. You don't know how powerful the explosion is. You don't know.
Yeah, but
Explosion in a
if
confined space though, and one's almost definitely
Yeah.
going to set off the rest of them.
Yeah.
In fact, here's an idea. Is that a table next to him? Flip that over where he can at least try and jump over.
Oddie, also, you said try and close the door. I wouldn't advise that, because if the explosives go off, that door is coming off like a bullet down a gun.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, I'll stand to the side.
Okay.
In most regards, you're actually better leaving the door open. Anyway, right.
So what you're saying is I should start running now.
Pretty much right.
Thanks.
Security. I'm assuming I'll just do a roll and add a modifier.
Yeah, do security intelligence, and then I'll add and then Oddie also do security intelligence for me, and then we'll see how you do.
Oddie can do it first, and then you can say what kind of modifier he gets.
Oh, sure. Whew. Oddie, please. Super busy. Give me a tech roll. Give me a
Yeah,
tech
let's
roll.
just make this up with a really good tech roll, shall we?
Yes.
We need to roll the right tech, despite the fact it makes no difference.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Does make no difference. Okay. Well,
I'll do it,
pretty much what we expect, isn't it? Okay. So,
basically.
so super busy. So.
That's
Go
what
on.
he's saying. I can imagine him accidentally activating it, but there's a timer. But then he just manages to literally dismantle it, the whole thing,
Oh,
so it
goodness.
doesn't detonate.
Okay, you two handle this. How do you do this? Tell me the story. Tell me the story.
My plan was to rip up the floorboards around it, but in a way that's not going to trigger it, and then see if I can get to the actual mine itself to disable it. But I don't know how mines work, so
That's fine.
It seems like what that is making it sound like. It sounds like a pressure plate sort of system. So if you stand on it, it might activate, might not detonate straight away, or it might detonate the minute you step on it. That's what it sounds like to me.
There's two main types. There's the ones that detonate when you get on, ones that detonate when you get off.
That is true.
So it's really up to Laps which one it actually is. But yeah, again, it could just be a pressure plate
I-
to activate a timer. So it
Okay.
detonate other explosives.
The actual top of the mine, I'm going in from the side if at all possible.
I get you. Okay. So, and then Oddie is watching and trying to give security tips. So you two, with your combined knowledge of mines, which isn't much, but you understand mines, and you're not idiots, obviously. But 5 and 6, that's okay. It's ish. Anyway, so busy, you get down, and everyone else is hidden away. Alex is in the corner over there because I guess. Anyway, busy, you kneel down carefully and you start to pull up some of the metal plating, and you put it aside, and it's the metal plating and then nothing, and then basically just stone, well, rough dirt and stone and dust and things. I say dust, dirt. So busy, you get down, you put these plates aside, and you carefully look down, and the plates are about 2 centimeters thick, each one of them. And this leaves a lovely little about centimeter thick space underneath the plate that is the mine. And you get a nice little look at it underneath the plate. And you see the mine, and you see it as this little square, flat thing with a bit of it. It basically looks like a little pushable, a little pressure plate. You see, so you see it there, and you see the plate on top of it. And you get out some of your little tools that you carry around, your little tool belt, and you reach in with your tools to try and get at the mine and try and see if you can pick apart it. You have like a little long puller thing. You get in there, one of your little tools, pull off one of the little. It's got a very tiny little side plate on it, because all mines have to have a disarming mechanism somewhere, and so this is probably where this one is. And you get careful how you find it, pull it off, and you see couple little wires in a nice little line, blue, red, yellow, green, and a few little buttons, about 3 little roundish buttons. Take your little screwdriver and your little scissors, and Oddie is there like, do we cut the red wire? Do we cut the blue wire? You're there. Oddie, which wire would you cut?
I'm gonna have a coin on them.
Sorry?
All I'm going to say is please don't
Oh,
kill
that's-
my character.
I would ask anyone who's got a coin on them.
Sorry, Super, what did you say?
All I'm saying is please don't kill my character.
I won't. I won't kill your character, don't worry.
It was aimed at Oddie.
You know what? Cut them
Oh.
both.
I won't. Listen. This would be a really sad way to die. I will admit that. But being hurt severely comes with its own downsides. Anyway, but you won't lose your character in this situation. So okay, so anyway, so you Oddie says cut two wires. He says do the red and the green because those are normally the ones they use for actuating detonation signals. So you cut both of them, and then you hear a little, and then you're freaking out for like a few seconds. Your heart goes because the mine is making a sound, and you realize that one of your little tools is in such a way that it's bridging the cut wire and the steel, and so you're actually it's getting charged, and so you quickly just pull your little screwdriver out of the equation, and it immediately goes quiet. And the little green light, sorry, it's 2 buttons and a light, sorry, it's a little green light. The little green light gently fades, goes off, and you breathe a deep sigh of relief. And you very carefully, do you even bother to try and lift the mine or move the plate or move it or anything? You think it's defused, and by your knowledge of systems, you make the guess, by your standard tech. You make the assessment that now it is defused. So you kind of go like, yeah, the light's off. Probably doesn't have power. So You gently lift the plate, and it's defused. Yay! Shit.
Right, time for the second one.
Yeah, I'm going outside to, guard. Bye.
Okay. Oddie runs out to keep a careful look on things. So busy. Give me another security roll. Well, now you know what you're doing. So you pull up the plates.
I'll go help on this.
Oddie,
Sorry, I can't hear you. I'm running.
Oddie's, you're on your own. So busy. It's just you and the void.
Got it.
I just run back out, stun Oddie, and drag him back in. He will help me.
Jonas grabs.
Remember what I said last time?
Jonas grabs Oddie by the scruff of his neck. He and Alex, as he and Abstruse, just pull Oddie back inside. They're like, help him. So
I didn't do anything.
Well, I'm just saying, it's fine. Okay, go ahead, Super. Give me one more security check.
That's slightly better.
That's perfect. That's good. Nice. Makes up for both of you. So you get down, and
There you
Oddie.
go. I help.
Wow. Okay. 9, 12, 11. Beautiful. Okay.
Okay, now you can go check the if you want to.
Super busy with excellent skill. You now know what you're doing. You just lean down, get under there, take your little tools, pull off the plating, cut the 2 wires, wait for the little power light to fade to black, and then you happily lift off the plate and you pick up the little explosive thing, the little explosive plate basically, and you just go, nice. Mines are disarmed, gentlemen. All the ones that matter are disarmed.
And then he goes and steps on one.
Super busy with a little bit too much enthusiasm, walks forward, slips on the ground, and lands with his bum on the plate. Super busy, you're now bum down on the plate. It would seem these are the ones that only go off when you get off them. You're now stuck on the plate. Gently. What do you do, Super busy? Tell me.
Well, it was meant to be a joke, but never mind.
You pull up one of the side plates, and so you have your little wrist mounted display, and you use it as a mirror to look underneath. You basically do surgery on something you can't see. You pull off the little mine plate, you cut the 2 wires, you watch the light dim, and then with basically the sigh of I wish I could save my game right now, but this is real life. You sit up off of the plate and you hear a little dunk, and nothing happens. And you pull up the plate, take off the mine, and another mine disarmed. You nutcase.
Good job it weren't a waiter balanced.
Am I right? Let me get rid of this red dot. It's annoying me.
We shall probably disarm all of them, since these are basically free deposits of explosives.
Yeah,
Yes, but there's always the chance that one goes wrong.
always a chance.
Yeah, no. I was going to take the approach of when we leave, I was just going to fire my concussion cannon into here and hope the shockwave sets them off. Because it's kind of funny.
It is kind of funny. I agree. You will remove all traces of you ever being here. Okay, so
All traces of the
Right.
bay.
sorry,
Yeah,
Jonas.
close enough.
Sorry, guys. Go on.
Right, let's get the compounder out.
Okay, so you all move over to the.
Get Growlner to get the ship in as well.
Okay, Growlner. moves
Yeah,
the ship.
already on that.
Oddie's outside. He's waving Growlner down. Hey, Growlner! Growlner comes in with the ship. He's like, "What are you nutcases doing?" He's like, "We have found my." Oh, okay, up to you, Jonah. Go on, Oddie. Go on, guys.
I tell him nothing about the mines or explosives. I'd say, it's all clear here. We're about to take some stuff out. Come and land.
Turns out the landing pad's mined as well.
Oh shit.
I think I'd actually check that quickly while he's inbound.
Okay, Oddie runs out. He checks the. Luckily, he does because there's 2 mines that are sitting on the damn landing pad.
I shall time to land in the snow.
That was well checked, guys. That was bloody well checked. Wow. Why am I? Growlner brings the ship down in the snow, safe from the 2 mines, and you guys can start to move the decompounder out. So you spend a little while. Is that all you guys want to do? Do you want to just move the decompounder out and happy with that?
There's not much else.
Not much else, is
Yeah.
there? I was sorry. Go on.
Yeah, that was all I was gonna say. There's really not much else.
Okay, cool. So
Stop purging steel from the plates. If we're going to blow up the rest of the base, we may as well take as much steel with us as we can.
Yes.
Yeah,
We've
this
also
is a
got to think
pretty
of
good.
time.
Strong people can be taking the decompounder out. I'll just start ripping up some of the floor plates that are out of the way.
So with all of you combined, you guys so super busy, but you disconnect the decompounder from its mounting brackets on the ground, and you start to take it apart. It's a big thing. It's quite heavy, so you can't just lift the whole thing up. You take it apart in sections, and slowly you transport them out to Growlner. You all pick up bits and you move it out to Growlner, and you put it in your cargo hold, all the pieces. And you take meticulous care as to remember how to put it all back together. In the meantime, you guys are picking up random materials and some scrap and some electronics from the terminals that remain. And of course, the explosives that you disarmed, you take their explosive materials. And you gain yourself a nice decompounder. Good. The decompounder is now gone.
Oh, my athletic row was useless.
Shame. Well, you know what? Abstruse, you rip the damn decompounder out of its housing bracket and just march it out of the building on your back. Why not? There you go. With superhuman strength. That's a pre-game start reference for Super Busy. So you guys take the decompounder out. I will go put it in your ship just now, and then you scavenge terminals. So there's 5 terminals. There's some random 6.
Yeah, exchangers.
There are no exchanges left. I'm sorry. And then there's that. Basically, there's just a bunch of steel that you guys pick up, plates and do things. Cool. All right, you guys all head out back out to your ship. So you disarmed 3 mines. Do you want to risk disarming any more?
Nope.
Okay, good.
As I said, I've already got a plan, unless Jonas is massively against
What about
it.
the 2 on the landing pad?
Oh yeah, the 2 on the landing pad. But that's fine.
Yeah.
What you want to do, gents? Super busy. Oh no.
Disarm us on the landing pads, then let's go.
Yeah. So
Okay, blowing the rest of this up.
So as you got super busy, give me a security roll to disarm the 2 on the landing pad. You know what you're doing, but just in case.
I'd rather not have you that close while you're disarming them. Any chance of setting a timer?
Setting.
Or the
Blowing them
inside
up.
of the base?
Oh, sorry. Okay. Super busy.
I'm assuming you're meaning for blowing them up, Jonas.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't be right next to them. I'd be at the door.
Yeah, but it's still kind of close.
What about the cables? They can contain a lot of copper.
Okay. Well,
That's terrible.
you try and you can take the cables if you disarm the mines in their path. It's a little bit dangerous to be walking around the mines as you disassemble stuff.
I mean, there is this,
Oh, okay, you can take
which
that.
is
Okay, you take a cable. Nice. Take a cable.
so we can get.
And if you can just have the cables. It's fine. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cables, 6 consoles. 6 consoles? 6 consoles. And then some steel plates. As many as you think are reasonable. You don't want to fill your entire cargo hold with steel plates, I assume.
Why not?
I mean, that's up to you. You are free to fill your cargo hold with whatever the hell you want, quite frankly. Standard tech, security, perfect. What is that for, Super Busy? Was that for the plates on the landing pad? The mines on the landing
Yeah,
pad?
the 2 securities and the tech.
Perfect. Security. Ooh, that's a 4, but
Then it's a 9.
then there's a
Body
9.
to the rescue.
Audie, give me a security roll quickly. I want to know if that
I
one.
did 9.
That was
Oh,
9.
sorry.
I
I thought they were both from Super Busy. I'm an idiot. Yeah. Okay. Fine. You disarm both of them. 2 more explosive materials for you guys. Well, actually, it's 2 more. 2 more mines for you. So you have 5 mines, and some plates from them. Okay. And then Subazi, let the fireworks rip if you want to. So, I don't know.
I'm gonna stand at the very entrance to the tunnel, so not here, but on the other screen.
And everyone else is outside.
But it's a case of, well, I'm with them. I'm pretty much outside, and I'm just gonna continuously fire my stone
a
guns
massive
until I
I
get
see.
structure
them
on
to
my
blow up.
back, but
I see. What
yes, I'm
abstruse?
outside.
What abstruse?
I'm in the position of carrying a massive structure outside, but yes, I'm outside.
And I'm just gonna fire my concussion cannon like 4 or 5 times down the thing, and then just stand back and watch and see if anything happens.
Okay, so here, let me put your A95 bunker out. There you go. So you are all standing wherever you're standing. And then Super Busy just do. And you all just stand well clear of the dam, of the exit port. You wait. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. You know how fast that little vector concussion goes. And eventually you hear boom, boom, and you all get clear as this shockwave of heat and pressure just comes out of the mine shaft. All this air and dust and gutters and bits of rubble and stone come out of there. Good. Well,
I believe that's a loud enough signal. We should probably be going.
should probably be going.
I'm in agreement.
You guys clamber back onto your ship. Now with the decompounder. Let me go give it to you. If I can actually even find it. And you can decide where you'd like to stick it.
Do we even have room for that?
Do you even? Yeah. Well, it's currently in the cargo hold. It's a 4x2, and it needs a lot of operating space around it.
I can't move my tables.
What? Why can't you move your tables? I'm sorry. Here, let me let you move tables. Controlled by all players. Guys, just make sure you don't delete stuff in these areas because.
Decompounder. I can't move the decompounder. Right?
Oh, I'll give that to you in a second. Hold on. Just letting you move tables. Controlled by all players. The decompounder.
Oh yeah, the mech marine could probably be fixed by now.
Yeah, he can be fixed by
Since
now.
I'm done with it.
Absolutely. So decompounder is now you can move all the stuff and we move all these bits of junk. So you can move the tables, and the mech marine is now back operational after Alex had taken him apart, and he's back guarding the bridge. Okay. All right. So busy. How are you gonna manage this?
The chair, the whatever that coily thing is, and that
Oh, sorry. Here you go.
mini circle. I can't move either.
That's fine. The coily thing and the circle are just decoration. You can move. You should be able to move everything else then. Okay. All right. So you guys haul everything inside. I can actually move a lot of this stuff back after you guys made after they were makeshift defenses against the Starglow. Oh wait, you have your little cargo lifter. I forgot about this little thing. Oh well, it's more for smaller cargo, not for massive cargo necessarily. Ah, cool. Small, medium, fabricators, and a decompounder. What a beautiful workspace.
Straight from the decompounder to the fabricator.
Who's moving my tables?
Probably somebody who's got it selected.
You cannot reach these tables. Or squeeze them. I'm trying to rotate.
What? Those tables are fine as they are.
Oh, shit.
No.
Okay, well,
He says they're fine. They're fine.
it's Super Busy's room, so I'm giving the tables to him. Okay. Alright, guys, you got yourself a nice decompounder. You can now turn random stuff that you find into materials. There's a bit of a limit, but I'm not going to decide it right now. I mean, it is decided, but at the same time, it might change a little bit.
By the way, the star glow is right outside still.
What? Oh, shucks. Sorry about that.
Let us place on the decompounder.
Let me fix the damn stock.
Yeah, no, I put
Oh, shucks. He's gone.
I put myself in the decompounder to see if we get carbon.
You get a bunch of carbon. You just get pure carbon. Just gets thrown out. Shucks. Okay. So let me I will adjust your. Okay. Actually, okay. So all right. You got all the stuff. I'm gonna add it to your ship stores in a moment. To your fabrication, your materials now, all the explosives and things that you picked up. Okay, Jonas, guys, you got yourself a damn decompounder. Woo! Right. Excellent. What do you want to do?
Off to the shops we go.
Off to the shops you go. Okay. So So you guys get in your ship, you pile all the stuff on, and you load up as much as you think you should before any problems come arriving. And then you jet off, lift off into the atmosphere, and you fly off. As you fly off, you notice that one of the LSN Beta class ships. So it's like not Beta class, sorry, one of the Kind class ship. There's like 2 LSN ships in the sector that you could detect. One of them is heading towards the planet as you head away. And you guys just silently reach the edge of the solar system and gone off. And you plot your course in towards the Shadow Market. And it's time to go meet Wallen. Guys, wait for a little while. Eventually.
See, I'm kind of interested in seeing if there's any more news.
Oh, news! Yes, recent news. Let me check. You know what? I intended to, but I think I forgot. That's outrageous.
I don't know.
Of Maria's email or Vade message?
Oh, we'll get to that in a second. Okay,
I've got a recent nude highlight. In the sector today, an LSM feet disappeared.
So you look at the news. There's nothing much. There's a civilian. So there's a protectorate report of. No, sorry. There's an this is okay. So there's an LSN very strict attention warning declaring 6212, off limits, much as they did to at 4220. So. Yeah, you've done your job, gentlemen.
Quick guess if there's going to be another alpha class.
Maybe.
Or more importantly,
potential-
question is, I was going to say, more importantly, question is, how quickly are we going to be able to lock off the entire zone from civilian use?
Just from you guys alone have like cut off 2 entire solar systems. I love it.
But LSM reinforcements are en route in estimate of 2 years' time.
Shucks. They'd have to be on the other side of the galaxy and using only VMP for that to be true.
This is propaganda.
This is propaganda. Okay, so you guys. Okay, so you guys jet off. So there's the report of at 6212. And of course, the Understar has their own words to say about it. So the Understar, for anyone that's forgotten, is the local kind of underground newspaper, but it's not underground. It's kind of just not mainstream. The Understar, and their news article was saying along the lines of, would be saying along the lines of, if I had written it, it would be more Starglow threats, and then advert discarded. Greetings, dear viewers. It would seem more Starglow have been sighted in our lovely dear zone. What are the Protectorate not telling us? What are the Stand doing? Why is their Starglow presence directly in heart of LSN positions? And we have it on good authority that the Starglow even have a rift. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, a rift. The same sort of thing they use to just jump between entire regions of space. They have got one in our very land. What's happening? Who's even in charge here? Are the Stand even pulling their weight? Well, all that and more. But quickly, our specialist, John Balestia. Balestia, what do you think? Well, Max, for the Starglow to place a rift in our space would require tremendous effort. As far as our scientists understand, the placing of a systophysical rift requires tremendous energy. Well, we don't really know this for certain. However, most rifts are only generated by large Alpha region Starglow vessels, as included in the Midorian's case. So, this highly we can only conclude two assumptions. There's a Starglow Alpha class vessel somewhere in our zone, or we don't know. And either option are utterly bloody terrifying. Thank you, sir. And that's all, dear readers.
I got a question of the day.
Yeah, go for it.
Are Alison and Starglow working together?
No.
It's the question of the day.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, it's honest. But I'm just saying no. You don't know, but no, probably not. Definitely not. So that's the Understar, and the Alison have obviously cordoned off at 6212. Oh, the Understar also reports obviously that the Alpha class has moved position from 4220 to 6212, as you know, and that there's of course there'll be general protectorate unreasoned security level increases across the zone, in fact across the entire sector, probably even the region, but nonetheless. So there's some general protectorate announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, please be aware of unidentified vessels, free roam or otherwise, in our space. Just kind of stuff like that. And then you guys get a lovely message from Maria. So if I go and I find it, so oh yes. So you guys are going to get two messages, but we're going to get the first one first. So here you go, gentlemen. All right, Jonas. Growlner is sitting in the bridge, and because your ship systems are linked up, and she has and things like that, Growlner sees a Vade message arrive on your communication system, and he calls you in, and he says, "Captain, can you or not Captain, but boss, can you get up to the bridge for me?"
Yo, what's up?
We got ourselves a Vade, sir, from that lady. It's pretty neat, actually. You might want to have a read. So you go up, and you sit down and you have a read through it. So, Vade received, validity within 99% certainty. You've done a good job. I'm Maria. That's how you got her name. Sorry. It's from this message, which you were about to get, but I made it Maria anyway. I'm Maria. You're rebels. Let's be friends. I'm sending you an account code for the Shadow Lock. Let's be friends. I'm sending you an account code for the Shadow Lock in @6210. It'll get you past the registration fee of Wallen's goons. Basically, I just paid you about 1,000 vals. Be very thankful. Don't waste it on pseudostimulants. And then there's a there's a login data string attached, and you save it, obviously.
I mean, basically, I'm just sitting here like, I mean, be thankful. Sure, we did basically just do her job for her, though. So,
I love it. Okay. All right. So you got the Vade from her. So now, Jonas, I take it you guys are heading off to the Shadow Market. Finally.
What's the other message?
The other message is not for now. That is coming in a moment. Okay.
Yeah, let's hit the Shadow Market.
Sure. You guys jump. You guys VGP over to the Shadow Market. And you arrive in the solar system, and it's very calm, very quiet. Not quiet. It's not quiet at all, but it's very calm. But it's one of the zone's primary commerce hubs. So there's a number of little planets. One of the biggest planets, which is also by coincidence the most hospitable, has quite a large star city in orbit over it. And you guys pull up close to it. And Jonas, you look at your little message from your information from the commander, and you know where the Wallen contact point is. And you know that, so you guys arrive in the system, and you bring yourself into the Star City. In orbit around the Star City are a number of lots of kind class ships, civilian, some are protectorate. There's no noticeable Lastan Navy vessels from what you can tell, but it's mostly protectorate ships, little patrol craft, and lots of little civilian ships going back and forth. There's one or two large civilian cargo haulers that are going between the Star Station, the Star City, and some other little orbital platforms around the planet. Probably manufacturing facilities and other things like that. You bring yourself in close, and then you open up your little VAID terminal. So the instruction for contacting Wallen was to send out a very specific little VAID message. Sorry, not a VAID, a little Noid communication. And of course you send it out. Send out the little Noid communication. And you sit down and you wait. And you wait. Eventually, you get a little Noid communication back. And it's a little local datanet connection address. Basically, it's a website address, to make it simple to understand, because that literally is what it is for the Star City. So you boot up your communication systems and you connect to the Star City's local. Let's call it Wi-Fi. Why not? Let's call it Wi-Fi. It's not Wi-Fi, but it's Wi-Fi. Why not? It's Noid. It's Noid recast. It's RecNet. There's the term. It's a RecNet. It's a recast network for Noids and other things. Basically, yeah, it's Wi-Fi. Anyway, so you connect to the system. You enter in the address and you connect, and you're greeted by a little login page for Wallen Mart. It's like. And it says, "Greetings, customer." Now, this is a very normal page, except that there's something a little bit different about it. There's a little button that says "Special Guest Login," and obviously you press it, and it says, "Okay, please, enter your username and password and details." And so you enter in this well, there's a third box that says, login or password, or your secret account address. And so you enter in the account address, hit enter, and it loads you up. And you are greeted by a lovely little little page. It says, "Welcome, Free Roam 245 to Shadowmaker Exchange Terminal." Groundner shakes his head and says, "These kids think they're edgy."
Yeah, they do. They do.
And you also notice that it says Deep Ale, which you think is cute, but nonetheless. Okay, guys. So welcome to the Shadow Market. Your funds are right there. You guys all in all have 500 values each. And a value is like a it's a relatively valuable. It's like a dollar, if you want to think of it like the dollar's worth. Yeah, ding ding. I'm trying to give a real world equivalent of a value's value, which is ridiculous. I love saying that, a value's value. It's so nice. It's like a dollar. It's quite powerful compared to all the other currencies in the galaxy, and it can buy quite a bit. So although the numbers are low, the numbers are very high. So okay. So you guys have 2,500 values, which is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And you start looking through this little page. We've got hyperweave, upgrades, suit modules, utilities. We've got starship modules, and we've got naval acquisitions in air quotes. So you guys are free to take a look through this. So I'm going to shut up. You guys can talk about this. In the meantime, I'm going to add materials to your ship store. So go ahead, guys.
Is the naval acquisitions to do with our ship, or?
Last stand Navy. Naval acquisitions. It's stuff stolen off the last stand.
Yeah, no, there's a gun there that does like over twice the amount of damage that mine does, and I want it.
Yeah, that's Gal's Ion for you. That's good Gal's Ion for you.
Yeah, no,
More
mine's
importantly.
modified.
Oh, I
Mine
just
does
saw-
more damage than normal.
Hold on, that rifle is wrong. It should be 1d20, not 2d20. I'm sorry. That's very wrong. That's very wrong. Let me fix that quickly for you.
I'll stick to my modified one for now because I've got a +8 on that.
Yeah. It's 1d20, not 2d20. That'd be madness. Okay. All right. Sorry.
Propose
Continue.
something to the group. There is a pharmaceutical module here that creates, well, it's listed as dirty pseudostimulants. We still have some pseudostimulants that I can study and potentially reverse engineer this thing to make proper ones.
This is true.
So you could get 3 pseudo-stimulants per week and a medkit.
You can have 100 of my values.
50
Yeah, I
mine, that's
think-
750.
I only need 4.
I'll put my 500 towards it, and I've got 150 off to someone else, so I just need another 100.
You got 100 off of Adi and 150 off me.
You said 150, I had
So you got
50. Well, we're getting the pharmaceutical module,
Have enough.
and I will then be upgrading it.
And I'm taking a look through environments, smell, whatever else layer.
What is the question mark starship module?
That just means that there's stuff there, but it's listed as you don't have access to it yet, or basically out of stock, and they're just not displaying it.
Out of stock or out of your price range?
Yeah, well, out of stock, out of your price range, or you need to do us a favor. Could be any of those.
Yeah, you haven't got enough respect.
Okay, so we got 6 of those. So that's
The magnetic refraction shield is of interest.
Yeah, it is. That was what I was referring to earlier for possibly getting onto Ceres.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I would want to reverse engineer that.
You can have my 350 for it as an add-on to make sure we get that.
Yeah, I will just double check the whole list, but yeah, those 2 things seem like the most valuable ones.
Shield and
The rest are just pretty much minor upgrades we can build up anyways, I think.
600 rats left.
what did you say, Odi?
If we go for the stuff, we're going for the magnetic reflect shield, the actual, medic mold thing. Can't be asked to read it. And then if I get my suit, that's that leaves us with 600 values left. Because I'm using my pay. Because I'm gonna. Don't worry, I do. I am prepared to pay us all back. Because instead of staying with the ship during this little week tour, I'm going to get the rest of my credits, my merchy fund.
No, I'm
Meaning I'm taking the part.
I'm tempted to say I spend another 100 to get 3 more pseudo-stimulants just to make sure I have enough to reverse engineer this thing.
Take mine.
I do actually have 1 pseudo-stimulant in inventory.
Yeah,
I
but
agree.
are we sure the ones we have are clean?
Yes, because they don't provide us with stun.
Fair enough then, yeah.
Unless you take multiple at the same time.
No, it just does damage. It doesn't do stun. Last I checked.
I thought it was still not damage.
It might have changed, but it never used to be damage.
Yes, sorry.
We need an adult.
The pseudostimulant does... So it did damage before stun existed. The dirty one does damage and stun. I'll make that be the case. They both do a bit of damage and stun.
But the ones
wait.
we have right now
I'm sorry!
are dirty.
Yeah, the ones you have right now are clean, and I'm pretty sure that the pseudostimulants are not supposed to do damage. They're only supposed to do stun. All of them. The dirty ones do double the amount of stun damage. Sorry, there's no normal damage at all. I'm an idiot.
Right, so... Okay, so yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So the dirty ones do 2 times stun.
Yeah.
Right, well, that's fine. I can upgrade it anyway.
I
It's
can't see
still going to be
anything I'm
better.
interested in.
Abstrus, the first Hyperweave upgrade. Will you not want that?
The first
It is
hyperweave.
damage reduction.
Yeah, the first hyperweave
That
upgrade.
is AC, not damage reduction.
Yeah, it's AC.
Well, you get hit less, you take less damage, so it's basically damage reduction, to be fair.
Win-win.
Oh yeah, Labs about energy and kinetic. Do you mean all damage, or does this exclude primitive?
Kinetic. Well, I mean, primitive would be like like
Primitive would end up being kinetic in most cases.
yeah, it'll be like bows and arrows and sticks and things, and
That was
Yeah.
so before.
so yeah, no, you're not going to get energy primitive. I don't think that's going to happen. If there is energy, it's going to stop being primitive and it'll stop being an energy-based weapon.
You stated previously light ubercarbon granted anti-energy +2 and anti-melee +1.
Yeah, but I removed the anti-melee because the anti-melee was silly. It's because just being shot by a bullet and getting hit by a hammer is kind of the same thing. In the end, being hit by a heavy thing going fast, getting hit by a thing going fast, so
Yeah.
if it protects you from bullets.
Alex, you've got 250 of my vowels to get the refraction shield.
Yeah, I will use mine to all of them.
I'm down to 100.
So we collectively bought the shield.
The shield and the pharmaceutical module upgrade.
Yeah, both of those seem like very good choices.
Start with, I'll be working on the pharmaceutical module, and my character can give your character pointers on the shield, and then once I've finished with the pharmaceutical module, I can start helping on the shield as well.
Save my last 100. Most likely.
Sad this shop lacks the BMI I was hoping for.
Might well be one of the question marks.
Labs, is there an option to ask to do favors?
Yes, you may. There's a little contact customer support button in the top right.
I feel like accessing all of the shop would be a very good idea.
An agreement.
Yeah,
I
and
believe I purchased with my credits the environmental simile layer to give to Adi, so his stealth will be better than mine, for this is just not right.
I believe Audie's already buying the environmental simile layer himself.
yeah.
Yeah.
How many credits are remaining?
So what we bought so far, we bought the magnetic reflection shield, we bought the pharmacy module upgrade, and we bought the alignment suit. That's all we've bought, and then we've still got 600 credits.
I've got 100, and I'm keeping that 100 for me.
I'm just saying in total.
As
Yeah,
you're,
thanks,
guys?
Johnny's.
So, lads, as you're sitting here looking at this console, another Vade comes through. This one is quite interesting. So let me just here you go.
We're
So-
not coming through them, are we?
So Vade A43 to A102. Vade received decosion validity within 99% certainty. A102 has A43. We managed it. That package from A00 gave us let us infiltrate Zone 5's LSN sectoral command station. Shash of a job, massive place. I swear I spent 2 hours just sitting still in a vent at one point. Anyway, we picked up a copy of their internal vessel allocation manifest. About 250 ships aren't allocated. But not just they haven't been assigned a shipyard yet. They're marked as specially coordinated and are flagged in the system as do not track. Well, guess what? We tracked it. One ship is a kind class Takar Indy patrol vessel, about 500 meters long, well armed. They're due to cycle personnel off at a Civ Industrial Star City at 3892. Look, we're in no state to go after it, and being the new guys, you might have some novel ideas on how to approach this. That Space City is open set. You can dock almost any...
I just read the bottom, that's why.
Okay. That Space City is open set. You can dock almost anywhere with ease if you're a kind class, which you are. Drive yourselves over to the LSN dock post, get in, and get on that ship. Check his navigation records and see where the hesh crash it's been. Try not to get anyone innocent killed. RB reputation is a resource. Also, I hear there's been a Starglow incident. Don't go getting stuck in between the Glow and the Navy. That's a death sentence. Out.
We've read this one too.
That sentence that pays awfully well.
Oh shucks. There you go, guys. So that is your next mission. That is your next mission. And it is at 3892, which you'll remember is the one with the LSN dry dock.
The dry dock.
The dry dock, yes.
The space
So
dock.
what is my credit for damage reduction?
Sorry? Would you?
Save my credits for damage reduction.
Sure.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time I'll add in a damage reduction item. Well, you'll find a damage. You'll unlock a damage reduction item in the store, maybe.
I am gonna try to get on the phone with customer support.
Okay. So you ring up customer support and it says, please wait while we allocate you a customer correspondence. You wait a little while.
Music is playing.
There's just space elevator music playing. Dun, 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 dun.
Through every single speaker in the ship.
Oh no! Dun 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 dun
Yeah,
dun.
I mute it in the data call.
You muted
Fuck
the
you.
data call.
I turn up the volume so you can just hear it anyway.
Oh, no. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. So yeah. So you guys. So you eventually get given a customer support agent, and it says, it's an actual person, and the guy says to you, hello, and you can hear him pause as he looks. Free roam 245. How can I help you today, sir, with our shadowy products? Would you be interested in our special guarantees? Maybe you'd like to give us some customer support, if you know what I mean.
What needs doing?
Well,
And what are we getting for it?
so I'm assuming that you're going to tell him that you'd like to unlock the other things in the store to get access to them.
That was basically me trying
Okay.
to say that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. So the guy says to you, well, we have 1 or 2 little missions kicking around. There's a local, there's a guy that used to be in charge. So, do you remember what's his name? The old, I need to go find this note because I can't even remember his name. And if I can't remember his name, I can't tell
The
you.
guy who we've got our ship from.
No, the
Our
guy.
equipment from.
No, not him. That was all the way over in the GCD. That's like 10,000 light years away.
We can have all to have toys.
20,000. Maybe. There's a guy, and I'm now completely forgotten his name. And he's somewhere in here. Analysis processing. Starship drive. No, it's not this. Oh, Danelle. So, Losal Zone Overseer Danelle Cotter, Oregon. Resigned due to suspected connection to local weapons trade 5 months ago. So the customer support guy, well, the customer support, they want you, the customer, to support them. The customer support guy basically gives you a rundown that they want you to go hunt down and either give them the location of Delanar or to bring him to them for a good old business discussion. Basically, they want you to get Delanar and either give them his location if you can't do anything else, or actually bring him to them. That's the request.
We'll see what we can do.
He goes, excellent. Well, we count on it. Sorry we can't give you much more information. You know how business is. And like that, do you want to say anything else, Jonas, or just cut the communication?
No.
Okay, and he goes, yeah, bye-bye.
Just a small, you know how business is. Yeah, sure.
Cut communication, done, quiet. Okay, alright, you guys can get back to your equipment buying. Now
We've not
knowing...
yet allocated our ability units.
Oh yes, guys, you all get 1 ability point to spend. You all get 1 more ability point.
Do you mean skill point or attribute?
Do you remember the ability list? The ability list? I'll go show to all. The ability list.
You missed
This.
the
Oh,
ability.
these.
Yeah, so you get 1 more ability unit. If I'm to give it its proper name. An Aus. An Aussie. You get 1 more Aussie. Such a badge.
I found 2 of the question mark ones last time. Does someone else want to volunteer their point to find a new question mark one?
Yeah, there's a new question mark.
I think I found 2 of them as well.
Yeah.
I found the other.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
Jonas.
someone-
Jonas, you must remind me to let you do IFA value, by the way.
I need to remember that I have it.
Okay, that's fair enough.
It's the same, my friend.
Okay. I'll remember for you. I'll try to at least.
Actually, fuck it. I'm just gonna level compliments of the cook up.
Perfect. Okay, go for it. Got it.
I'm leveling Rebel Run.
Remember, it takes 2 upgrade units to upgrade if you don't, So
Really?
depending. Yeah, it takes
Really?
two units to upgrade. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. Not upgrading then. Then I'm just saving.
Oh, Jonas, you don't have ammo savant yet, by the way. You don't gain
I'm aware.
extra. Okay, I'm just making sure. So, yeah. So
I'm gonna take full auto.
sorry, super busy.
I'm gonna take full auto.
Okay. Write that down.
If
Please.
no other mystery, I suppose I would.
Do you want to take the mystery abstruse?
Everyone else already selected?
Yeah, I think everyone else is fine.
I suppose then.
Okay. Do you want it? You're gonna spend your point on discovering and having it.
I avert stunning competency.
Sorry?
I now avert stunning competency.
Are you're gonna take stunning competency instead? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'll revert it
Oh, had you taken stunning competency, but now you're gonna untake it? Okay.
prior to the official allocation.
Okay. Yeah, prior to the official allocation. Okay. So do you want the question mark abstruse? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. All right. There we go.
It will be garbage, I know it.
Wow. There you go. The mystery ability is I'm just the janitor. For 2 turns, look like you belong where you are.
Excellent.
Oddly, I think you're going for that.
I was about to say, thank you, Abstruse. I'm taking that.
Oddie takes it too. Oh, for 2 turns. It should have said, okay, well, a little bit 2 turns. Why not? If it gets too overpowered, I'll drop it down to 1, but I think it'll be fine.
But what's the cooldown?
Oh, shucks, you're right. There is no cooldown. Let me fix that quickly.
I'm just the janitor.
I'm
There is
glad.
no cooldown.
There is.
I just
You sat on the LSN high command deck and you just sat there going, I'm just the janitor.
Janitor. Oh, shucks. Well,
We're
look.
throwing 5 grenades.
Oh, crap. Well, okay.
It's also perfect for me.
So I should have perhaps clarified the limitations of I'm just the janitor, but that's fine. I'll do it now.
I'm just the janitor, he says, before popping 5 pseudo stims and throwing 10 grenades.
Yeah, I would say if you show any hostile actions, you're no longer just a janitor.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
obviously.
But if
So
you take
pulling
5
that
pseudo
grenade,
stims,
I think they'll notice you're not friendly.
No, it's
yeah,
just the
but
point
Audie,
where
if you just pop 5 pseudo stims, it's still your turn, and you could just throw 10 grenades.
Jonas,
It's
that
still
would
my
be-
turn when I
that-
sprint.
That would also be me though. It's a case of I take the 6 pseudo stimulants, taking me down to I believe 1 hit point. And then I will just rapid fire my concussion cannon around the entire room.
That is all I have to say on this matter. Yes.
Rapid fire concussion cannon, best cannon.
I'll gotta head off. in
All
a
right, Jonas.
bit.
Okay, well,
So the janitor limitations, what are they?
well, hold on. I'm ever slightly adjusting it because I realize it's a little bit too powerful. That's all right. Just hold on for a moment.
Did use. So after today, Adi and I will be even in stealth, I believe.
There we go. Okay, I'm just the janitor is now a little bit better, but also a little bit worse. It's okay. So it's now got if it updates. If it updates, and if I didn't just click close without saving it, I click close without saving it. I'm an idiot.
Shut up, Labs.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm an absolute legend, aren't I?
Thought Natra is the most intelligent being alive.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Save. Changes. Thank you. I'm just the janitor, so 2-turn cooldown after the ability expires. For 2 turns, look like you're not a threat and lost. And then the level 2 of it is for 2 turns, look like you belong where you are. So one is, that you're just lost and they might just escort you out. And the other one is they probably won't mess with you. Evidently.
They might escort me out. That's better, for I'm in melee range.
Exactly. Sorry, so busy.
If we're stopping here for this week, I think my character will be focusing on trying to upgrade the pharmaceutical module.
Yeah, you spend
So
like...
maybe
you'd spend... I mean,
to create clean ones instead of dirty ones.
yeah, I mean, you'd have moved across the entire zone, so it would make sense that...
It's negated if you attack?
Sorry?
That would make sense.
I'm
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Yeah, it's absolutely negated if you attack something. Because then you're, evidently a problem. Even if you belong there and you attack someone, they're gonna respond.
Depends who you attack.
Depends who you attack. Wait, hold on.
In theory, you could spend the ability by attacking your friends, because at that point they're going to believe you're on their side.
Clever. Okay.
Or just stab Sarzakian.
Okay, so, alright, so are you guys done shopping, or what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm done. I'll stay for my adventure for this next coming week. Technically, I'm taking the pod and I'm going for my hidden credits.
Okay, alright, Oddie. Oddie's going off to acquire his hidden credits, but of course, he's going to have to ask...
So, Jonas will tell me whether we're on the route in, so whatever our next mission is, most likely. Just close.
Well, your next mission...
Everyone else takes a benefit from their backstory. What of me?
Good question. So the LSN dry dock is your
I
next.
should know
This was a cute culture. So your next target is the LSN dry dock. I'm assuming you're going to want to go after it, eh? There's nothing else to do, really, is there?
Nope.
Yep. Okay. So next target is the LSN dry dock. And of
We
course,
could be trying to work on trying to figure out where the guy is, but
yeah, that's going to be kind of a side mission for all of your missions. There's not necessarily a mission for it. You just have to look for information.
Exactly.
But there will be ways to figure it out, like R021 or all those other things, which you've already gotten, and you've gotten a lead on some information, but nonetheless. Also, that star map datapad has been decoding for a while, and it's at like 50%, which is nice. If anyone even remembers that damn datapad. Oh, excellent, good. Yeah, so it's at like 50%.
Something I'm wondering about. I have information called LSN Weapons Contact James.
Oh, would you like to mention James to the guy? Alex, call up customer support again and mention James to him.
I am not sure. Shouldn't Johnny's maybe decide this?
You wish to do it? Go ahead.
Well, we can.
My mission states we should.
Okay, so you contact the guy again. You say, "Hey," and he's like, "Hello, what's your problem again?" He says, "Well, what are you gonna say, Alex?" So you know that there's this, well, you
Yeah,
have-
we have a LSN weapons contact called James, and we are wondering if this is someone you have information on or wish to. I do not actually remember how much information we have on this one, by the way.
You have pretty much no information. You just have the name of a weapons contact. Remember, you got this from uh,
The mission.
Carmack. You got it from one of Carmack's officers. You raided his office. You looked through his paperwork and you found this name of his contact called James. So you say this to him, Alex, and he says, James. Oh shucks. Tell you what. I last saw James, and so he gives you a little Noid communication. He gives you a little connection address, and he says, last time I saw James, he was at 3892, which is the at 3892 solar system, which is coincidentally where you're going. And he says, that's the last time I saw James. You can try and contact him with this little contact number, and he gives you his little contact number. So make a note of that, Alex, and you can follow that up next week when you guys get to 3892.
Yes, I have done it.
Okay, fantastic. All right, cool guys. Jonas, do you have to go now or when?
About 8 minutes, so we're really not gonna have time for anything
No, we
major.
won't. No, we won't. That's fine. Okay, cool. And also, you guys are going to have a week of doing a special project, so it's fine. Okay, guys, so you guys are going there, and what have you... Okay, so...
My actions this week.
Okay, so what have you purchased, so I can put it down in your ship stores?
I've purchased nothing at all.
Thingy, Bob, I can't remember the name of.
Sorry?
We
Me-
purchased the
Mod-
medical station and the shield.
Okay, so,
Pharmaceutical module, mag reaction field, and
The
a
environment suit.
Oh,
environmental simulator.
okay.
I instantly put on, won't make it onto the store, onto the ship.
Okay, and that was it,
See,
yeah?
did one.
Yeah, and that was it.
Yep.
Cool. Farm module, the shield, and the environ, the simile suit. Nice. That's a good choice.
Maybe we could also buy a Tier 2 medical kit to see if the pharmaceutical module could possibly be tuned and upgraded to make those. Is that a possibility?
It's basically going to be another side project, but yeah, you guys can upgrade your pharmaceutical module to make your clean pseudo-simulants and tier 2 medicals, but it'll you need some of them in the first place, and then you need to spend time to actually do it. So Superbusy has to actually make that a proper project of his.
Well,
Assist me with my
I was
hammer at
working
this
on this week.
Sorry, Super?
It is what I was saying I was working on this week. Certainly the pseudo-stimulant part of it. If we're getting
Okay.
a medical kit, I'll add that to the list, but that's not as important to me.
Yeah. Okay. So.
And who this week can help assist me with my hammer? If not, I must do it myself.
I'm gonna go. I mean, you can.
Get to your hammer at some point. Stop worrying, Abstruse.
He wants an upgrade. He doesn't feel strong enough. Okay, 1 time simile suit. Yeah, so you got that environment. So, Oddie, the environmental simile suit is obviously a module for your hyperweave. So you wear it instead of armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you still have your 12 AC base, but obviously nothing else.
I have enough.
Modules in.
Sorry?
I thought we could put 2 modules in.
No, that was at the very beginning of the campaign, but that was before we started. Then I realized that was a bit too powerful. I rebalanced things. Just the way the way the maths could work out was a bit too messy, because there were ways that you could get like 16 AC, which was ridiculous. Basically, I wanted, because there's also so you got your 2 energy, 2 kinetic, and your 1 all. And if I let you have 2 modules, you could go up to like +4 in those areas, which is craziness. So, yeah. 2 stealth. Okay. So you got now that in your armor area.
What is smart fiber upgrade kit? What penalties are there to remove?
Do you see all of the armor upgrades?
Modules.
Sorry, the armor modules, all the armor modules. They
Such
give
as
you
-1 movement, attacks.
which is
Yeah, okay.
quite bad. And it's reasonably bad. You can live with it, but it's reasonably annoying.
I kind of do need to go.
Okay.
Crafting
So-
implement
Yeah.
intellect or wisdom.
All right, Jonas. Well, go well. So, thank you very, very much, everybody. And until next time, cheerio.
Weetabix.
Cheers, everybody, and good night.